Hello all. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to read data file using Filo jar file. Filo jar file provides you a platform where you can read your Excel file using basic SQL query that we use like in a database. So it's a very useful in when you are very comfortable with the SQL statement and all, then you can see that Philo makes some magic and it will help you to read your Excel file simply with an select and insert and update statement. So let's see the basic functionality of it and we'll go deeper as the tutorial goes on. So first thing that you have to do is you have to add this dependency in the Maven file. If you are using a Maven framework, then you have to add this dependency. Go to the codite.com and add this dependency in your pom.xml file. So you can see that I have added this in my pom file. Here you can see this one. Okay, so the next part is we'll see how to read the data file using this jar file. So the one thing is to create a connection first. First, you will have to create an object of Philo like this. Then you'll create a connection object, and here you will specify your XLSX file or a data file. So I have stored here, and you can see username password is my column name, and the data is John and Mike. They have the password $2. So what we are going to do is to read this file and display it in our console just for the basic purpose. Okay, so the first two steps are very clear. First, create a Philo class object, then we'll create a connection object where we'll specify our XLSX file. The next thing is very interesting. See, what we are doing here is we are just writing a simple SQL statement selects star from a sheet 1. Sheet 1 is nothing but my sheet name. You can give any sheet name you want and just specify here that you want to read from so and so sheets. So what it will do, it will return the record set. It will return the value in a string manner. So it will store in record set. So when we execute this statement using connection.execute query, so you'll see that all the results will be stored in record set. Now my function record set.next will fetch every record line by line and will try to display this using record set.getField username, which is nothing but my column name, and again with a space, and I'm reading again record set.getField password, and at the end I will close both the connections. So this is pretty simple. I have clubbed it into one function which is read Excel, and I have made it static since I'm calling it from a static function main. So by going into this, we can see this is redundant. So I'll comment it out. So this read Excel file is a function which is calling read Excel function, and I'm just calling this function that will display this username and password. So let's save it and run as a Java application since it's a basic one. We are not using Selenium right now. So just run it. So there you can see John password, Mike password. So similarly, we can update using an update command. We can do it, or we can use insert command. So here we can see The site is very useful. You can go through it. So Filo connection, again, if you have to update any sheet, to set this one where ID and name similar to the SQL function. So you can see that as well. So suppose I want to add select, instead of select, what we'll do is update, right, update sheet 1, set username equal to John 2, where username is, instead of Mike I'll use, let me check, yes, Mike is capital M. So I'll update this command where username is simple. I'll execute this query and again I'll fetch this record. So let's run it. It gave null pointer exception just because. Yeah, so we'll have to add one more command here. String select query, select q is equal to, it's like select star from sheet 1. Okay, and same we'll use. So first this command will update it and the next command will fetch the updated data. So here select q and it should work now. So let's see. Okay, in the same error. So the error is gone just because of this function. I was using execute query, but I have to use execute update as a command whenever I am updating the sheet. So here I'm updating the username John 2 from Mike. So wherever the Mike is there in the sheet, it will update it to John 2. After that, let's see. I'm saving this and running this. You can see John 2 is there. And if you can check from the Excel file, you'll see the Mike has been replaced by John 2. So likewise, we can do many things with this SQL connection. So in the next tutorial, we are going to see that how to use this Excel connection using Filo jar file in our Selenium to read a username password, and we'll go into one demo site and we'll see how to that login works in that Selenium. So thanks for this video and we'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks.